All right, we're down to our last subject-verb agreement concepts. We have two more to go, intervening expressions and indefinite pronouns. I think you'll find the first one to be the easiest of the lot. So to intervene means to come between something. So what you're going to want to do when you see these kinds of sentences is watch out for the phrases accompanied by, as well as, in addition to, plus, or together with. If you see those, you can ignore the things that follow them. So I've got a couple examples here to show you. It says, my son, as well as his best friend, it's either is suspended or are suspended from the team. Now you might be tempted to say are suspended because we're talking about my son, the idiot, and his best friend, also an idiot. But because it's an intervening expression as well as his best friend, our subject is just son. It's just my boy. And one boy currently is suspended, making the family proud. All right, one more example down here. The teacher, along with the students, is attempting or are attempting distance learning again. This makes it even more difficult because students is plural, and so you might be tempted to go with are attempting. But remember, an intervening expression, if you can remember these phrases right here, that's going to help a lot. But teacher is your only subject, and one teacher simply is attempting. We're all attempting together, but one teacher in this sentence is attempting. All right, so that's intervening expressions. Look out for the commas. Those always surround intervening expressions, and then it's probably going to be the first word right in front of that expression. All right, the last thing, indefinite pronouns. Hopefully you guys remember that a pronoun replaces a regular noun. Like he is a definite pronoun. He replaces a dude. Him replaces probably the same dude. We've got she, we've got they, we. All of those words are just regular pronouns. But an indefinite pronoun, it's called indefinite because we're not sure who it's pointing to specifically. That is indefinite. So most of the time, it's words like each or everybody. Everybody! That's just a bonus if you're watching these videos. Nobody, something, etc. And you can see here, all of these words, all 16 of these, will always be singular. So I didn't make it too difficult for you to figure out the subject of this sentence, but no one, always going to be singular. You're not going to say no one are coming to the party. Okay, if you do, that's why no one's coming to your party. It's no one is coming to the party. Someone is or are at the door. Have you ever heard anybody say someone are at the door? You have not, probably. So a little common sense goes a long way here. I know most of us are short on that, but just think. Listen to yourself out loud. Okay? And then finally, we've got, what did I do here? Did I just go over the singular stuff again? No, I just did the right thing. You know what I'm going to not do is edit this video. I just got confused there for a second. I want you guys to see what happens when you're on quarantine with your family, okay? All right, moving down now to always plural. So these are the words, and there's just 4 of them, several, few, both, or many. These are the words that are always going to take a plural verb. So both, as both right there, are acceptable choices. You're not going to say both is acceptable choices, right? Why do I have another sentence here? Because I want to make sure that you understand that just because you see a pronoun doesn't mean it's the subject. In this case, both is telling us which candidates, and candidates is going to be your subject. Still going to be a plural verb because that's more than one, right? Candidates are acceptable choices, but make sure you see the difference. If you say few are coming to the party, that's fine, but if it says few students are coming to the party, students becomes your subject. All right, and finally we have 4 words. They can go either way. They are either singular or plural. It depends entirely on what word later in the sentence they're referring to. So you can see some, all, most, or none. We're going to focus on most today. This one says most of the pie was or were eaten, and this one says most of the cookies was or were eaten. Well, in both cases, the word most is going to be the subject. Now, if you look back to like the first week we did this, prepositional phrases will never, ever have the subject. So if you want to say pie was eaten or cookies were eaten, you're going to be wrong because those are in the prepositional phrases of the pie or of the cookies. So most is my subject in each of these. Now most here refers to pie. That's one singular pie. Most was. Down here, it refers to cookies. Cookies has got an S on the end of it, which makes it plural. So most of the cookies were eaten. All right, that's the end of subject-verb agreement. So, of course, when you go to the Week 10 folder, you will see a subject-verb agreement for intervening expressions as well as one for indefinite pronouns. Just remember, for each of them, that you can't just choose the verb. You must also choose the subject for it. So just preview this real quick. Or not quick. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to start this attempt. Remember, you got to get over half to get all of the points for this. So, oh, wow. Something makes or make that sound during high winds. So you're going to highlight the subject, and then you're going to pick the verb that goes with it. Is it something makes or something make? I'm going to leave that to you. All right? Still pausing. There it is. Could not find where to shut the video off. What a morning. Also, did you guys see this like little wing I got going back here? Wow.